see what time, okay. It's 12 o'clock, so
That's it.
I'm gonna call the order of the River Plantation Municipal Utility District Board of Directors to order. The only item on the agenda today is the order calling the runoff election.
Okay, well, I will say that we received the recounted returns. The recount was completed on Friday. It's worth noting that they went ballot by ballot through the returns, and there were no changes to the results. Obviously sent the results out by email to the board members and to all of the candidates. Just a reminder, Betty Brown received 67 votes, 93 for Denham, 79 for Baldridge, and 79 for Vandiver. And so now that the recount has been completed and there will not be an additional recount, this is the result of the initial election, right? So Mark Denham is elected and is now a director of the district. We sent Mark his documents, and he'll be get those executed, and will be a director at the next board meeting.
Walking in now.
We now need to call a runoff election to be held on June 15th. I'll just remind everyone that early voting will be June 3rd through the 11th. The voting day, the election day location will be Cornerstone Church. My understanding is that Cornerstone is not available for early voting, and that the early voting location will be the Dean Towery Service Center in Conroe. So Cornerstone on election day, but
What's the
it's
address?
not.
What's the address of that Dean Towery thing?
Let me give it to
I've
you
never
real
heard
quick.
of it.
And we're confirming that with in, let's see here. It is 401 Sergeant Ed Holcomb Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
What's the name of it?
Dean Towery.
The early voting dates will be June 3rd through the 11th, and then the election day will be June 15th. And I assume everyone's preference is to use Cornerstone, to the extent possible. I think that's in my mind, that is the normal polling location, and it is in the community. And so I think that's in the best interest of the voters. And so I would think that if it's available on election day, that you would want to use it on election day. If it's not available on election day, then, I think we're going to have to work with Montgomery County and finding another, location. So
Could we do it here if we had to? Or is that not allowed?
I can ask. I don't know. This is a precinct for the city of Conroe election as well.
Oh. Okay.
So you're gonna have voters voting in both. Well, no, I'm sorry, that's not right. You will have residents of the precinct voting in both elections at the same location, is a better way to say it.
I thought the city of Conroe election was May 28th.
That's for the sheriffs.
The sheriff, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was city of Conroe too.
No, they're having runoffs too.
Well, no,
Right.
I thought it was May 28th.
Council
The
meetings.
same day, I think it's gonna be June 15th.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what was the name of this location on?
Dean Towery building, or
D?
Dean Towery Center.
So Davis, how much is this
That-
runoff election
I
going
think
to
it's that
cost?
hospital thing next to the police maintenance.
I do not have an exact dollar amount, Betty, unfortunately. We pay our pro rata share of the costs. So we don't get a number, a budget number, for the general election or for the, for the regular director's election or for the runoff, election. So, I could only speculate.
Okay.
So if I understand correctly, we want Cornerstone, but we don't know if it's available yet, correct?
It is my understanding that it is available for election day. It is not available for early voting.
Okay.
And so it will be the election day location, but we will have to use an alternate location for early voting.
Is that not the Dean Towery
Yeah.
Center?
That's it.
Yeah,
That's right. That would be the alternate,
Okay.
location.
Okay.
I think we misunderstood. I thought you were saying that Cornerstone might not be available.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Cornerstone is not available for early voting.
Yeah.
It is available for election day. So it is available on June 15th. It is not available June 3rd through the 11th.
Okay, understood.
Will you be putting a written statement about these voting locations out?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We will have a notice of election in the same way that we did for the prior director's election.
Anything else?
Hmm?
Anything else?
No, don't we have to vote on it or anything?
No?
Yes, we do need to vote to approve the order.
Okay, I move to approve the order.
Do I have a second?
A second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that is it.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Do we need
We're ready.
to do anything? Mark is here. You said he is now a member of the board?
Next meeting.
That's right. So we next meeting we will accept his oath of office, and he will take his seat on the board. So he has been elected. So
When is,
congratulations, Mark.
when is the next meeting?
That's the end of
June.
June, right?
Yeah, it's June 20.
That's right.
Was it
You have the next
third?
meeting date?
June
The next,
20.
that's right. It
Or
falls
27th.
on.
June 27th.
That's exactly right. June 27th.
So is Betty still a board member until June 27th?
What do you think? It's not written on the
So
thing.
Betty's term has expired. She has been defeated, but Mark has not taken his position yet. He has been elected, but we need to approve his oath of office for him to take his seat, if that makes sense. So the reason that we have these, limited agendas here is because there are different quorum requirements for canvassing. And so, I was trying to stay focused on the election matters. That's really the only reason, if that makes sense.
So yes, Betty is still a member of the board.
Yes, until we meet next, and then the top of the, one of the first items on the agenda will be, swearing Mark in.
Got it.
And assuming by that point we should have the results back of the runoff.
Yeah,
That's right.
Anything else?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay,
Second.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
All right. June
Okay.
27th.
Thank you. See you then.
No problem.
Stay out of the rain.
Okay.
I'll try.